on in, y'all. Come on in. I had to feed them and put Esco out. And try to get back over here so I can get this done and continue with my day. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, 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 hey. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Michelle. Tanya. Barbatina. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Cheryl. All right. So I want to read something to you all. Okay. I want to read something to y'all as we get started. How's everybody doing? I know you ain't seen me in this setting in a minute. I know. I know. Okay. Hey, Frida. Hey, Gloria. All right. But check it. I'm here. I'm well, sister. Thank you. I had to come on because I don't know when I'm gonna be back on live. I haven't been on live for a minute in this setting, so I wanted to come on. But I want to also read something to you. Hey, Capri, thank you for tuning in from the tube. I appreciate you. I wanted to read something to you all regarding what I got, what you see right here. Every step forward counts. So welcome to Coffee Chat. Coffee's piping hot, topics even hotter. Every word is heard. Thoughts and opinions, absolute absurd. We coming together to get things off our chests. We don't have to put up with any disrespect. So come as you are and say what you will. I welcome you all. Let's just keep it about plus 50. Hey, Tracy. No problem, sister. I won't be before you guys too long. I won't at all. So I want to read something to you. And then I just want to know your thoughts, okay? When you think about fighting through anxiety, a lot of people try to act like they don't deal with it. Hey, Linda, it doesn't happen to them. Social media is a space. What's popping down the path where people like to pretend like life is all lollipops and gumdrops when it's not. But hey, that's their business, not mine. Okay? So, moving forward. When you think about it, Stacy Big Mama coming to the scene on. When you think about it, how do you fight through anxiety? Hey, Mary, how are you, sister? Happy New Year. Today is the 6th already. We are almost halfway into January. So I want to read something to you. When fighting through anxiety, while you're trying to focus on personal growth, it's definitely not easy. Okay? But every step forward does absolutely count. Remember, progress is progress, no matter how small. Keep pushing, keep improving, keep trusting God, and also trust that you're moving in the right direction. Okay? That's what we want to do. So every single step, y'all gonna be in so much trouble. So every single step forward counts. I don't care how little, I don't care how big, I don't care. Every single step forward absolutely counts. Okay? Y'all hear me now, right? Hey, Patrina. Hi, Teresa. Yo, 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 yo. We're done. I know you hear me. It's a wrap. You're not getting any more. Hey, Pauline. How are you, sister? So, yeah, I was thinking about that. It's a fight to push through anxiety. I don't know how many of you all deal with it, how many of you all are open with speaking that you deal with it, or how many of you all are running from that you deal with it, but you know that it does exist. Whatever the case may be, anxiety is something that if you're fighting through anxiety and at the same time, hey Angie, hey Chitta, how are you? You are trying your best to grow within you and where you need to be in life, it is hard to be done. Imagine pushing forward, things not going the way you deem them to go, and that you deal with anxiety for whatever reason. Does that mean that it's impossible? It doesn't mean that it's not happening. It doesn't mean that things aren't changing. It just means that we need to try our best to slow down our thoughts. Because I believe that anxiety, for me, I guess I could just speak for me, anxiety starts in my mind. And then when my thoughts get to just being all over the place, it then makes me get a little bit anxious. Now I'm anxious and my thoughts all over the place, but yet I'm still focusing on trying to be a better me. So if you put all those together, it can be hard for someone to deal with. But you have to remember to remind yourself, not nobody else reminding you, not nobody else standing in the gap for you, not nobody else speaking up for you, not none of that, because 9 times out of 10, none of that is happening. And you have to be okay with none of that happening. Okay. Hi, Rebecca. How are you? Hey, Kelly. So you have to remember that every small thing counts. And when I say small, let's say when you get up every morning, you may say something like, oh, here we go. If you get up and you still feel that way, but you don't say it, that's one step closer to being better. If you're a person that you can't really control your mouth, you got a bad potty mouth. Ooh, let me be the one to talk about a potty mouth, right? I am. If you're a person and you got a bad potty mouth, and every other word that come out of your mouth is sharing that. How are you, sister? Hey, Penny. Every other word that come out of your mouth is a cuss word. And then let's just say you start catching yourself. Instead of saying S, you say shoot. You may have thought it, but the fact that you, hey Kelly, hey Sparkle, but the fact that you caught it, you may have thought it, but you caught it. You have to give yourself credit in that area. In your process of growth, you cannot be around certain people, places, and things. Because if you are, and you're not fully ready, or you're not fully capable, or your spirit is just not ready to be amongst people that are going to be against you. If you are in any of, you have to put yourself in isolation. You almost have to treat yourself like you are, like there is literally nobody. Okay? Nobody around, nobody to talk to. You have to do that. Because if you don't do that, the small steps that you make will push you 50 steps backwards if you're not ready. Okay? It's hard sometimes. I understand, Rebecca. I understand. Hi, Teresa. And I'm going to tell you why I understand. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be hard so that we continue to push. And if the push is praying until something happens, then it's supposed to be hard. Doesn't mean you like it. Doesn't mean you enjoy it. Doesn't mean you want to go through it. Doesn't mean that it wasn't meant for you to go through. What it means is that, okay, it's hard, but I'm still going to push anyway. I feel broken today, but I'm still going to push anyway. My mind is all over the place today, but I'm still going to push anyway. I feel like I could barely move, but I'm still going to push anyway. Whatever. Today is a day I went off on somebody, but I'm still going to push anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm really, really learning to be slow to anger. And I find it that it is in a space where every little step counts. Eat the baby steps. When a baby starts to learn how to walk, right? Hi, Gwen. When a baby begins to learn how to walk, what's the word? When a baby begins to learn how to walk, it goes through the crawling phase. First is the sit up, right? Then it's the crawl. Then it's the trying to stand up. You know what I'm saying? So when the baby first tries to stand up, they fall, right? And then after a while, they try it again. Now the mother is there most of the time. Mama's there. Mama got her hands out. Mama cheering you on. Mama, your biggest cheerleader. Y'all want to really, y'all wait till I do this to be doing stuff. I was just off of here for like almost a whole hour and you didn't do none of this. Anywho, so the mother is there. The mother is there and the mama's ready to catch you when you fall. A mother's job is to protect their child by all means necessary. I don't care what it is. It's just your job. So once the baby falls, right, the baby's going to get back up eventually. But the mother is encouraging the baby that even though you took that one step and you fell, let's get up. Come on, and let's do it again. Okay? If you don't focus on the little things that you are accomplishing for you, how are you going to continue to the bigger outcome of you? I'll wait. Get off of there. If you don't do that. So what I'm learning for me is that I've become so slow to anger in a setting where I plan to spend a lot of time at. It has become so minute to me. It has become, and I continue to, I thank God because I asked him to get me to a point where none of this matters because it didn't matter before. I made it matter, right? So my anxiety comes in when I face things that I want to jump hands in on to take care of, okay? I don't knock that feeling of me, right? Because for me, that means that I am a doer, so to speak, right? But where my anxiety really, really hits me, I'm sorry, y'all. Feel like something's in my eye. Where my anxiety really, really hits me is where I need to step back and just let God do it. That is where I have my hardest time. Okay, hey, Bridget. But this is what I've been doing lately. When I feel myself like getting there, Of course, I'm gonna turn on my music. I've been listening to the same little playlist I put together for myself for probably a couple of weeks now. I'm not sure, but that's what I've been listening to. So in the space of you're starting to feel like, oh, I gotta do something, oh, I have to do this, then turn on the song. If you don't know, I don't know the Bible like most people, but I do know some scriptures, but I can't tell you where to find them. But when I am going, but I'm learning. That's one thing that I am learning. And I'm gonna get me a Bible, because I don't have a Bible that's for people like me yet. And when I say people like me, I'm talking about when I read it, I'm not gonna be like, what? What they just said, Holy Spirit? Lord, could you read that again? I don't want one of them Bibles that I'm gonna be looking stupid after I read it. Okay, I just don't want that. So anyway, I'm learning that when I do have those moments, like when I do go, hi Sharon, hi Helen, hi Bridget, when I do have those moments, I will put on the song. I will put on the song Able, More Than Able. Y'all see me put up reels with that. Okay? He's able. He's faithful. You're more than able. There's no problem that's too hard for a strong and mighty God. I'll play that. You hear me? I play it. And then I play it over and over again. And I play it until I begin to say, all right, okay. This is another one of them ones where, I'm learning. I'm learning, Lord. I'm learning. I'm learning to just keep my hands off of it. I'm learning to be still and know that you are God. I'm learning. I'm acknowledging I'm in a space where I want to touch, but I hear you. Don't touch. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. And that is a very, very hard space to be in. Okay? Because that means that all you have is faith. Right? And then what will come into my mind is, all right, well, if the faith come with the work, then I'm going to be doing something. Especially in the situation, Lord, I'm going to be doing something. Not just sitting here. What am I supposed to do? And imagine just him saying, be still and know that I am God. I don't think anxiety is of God. God is kind. He is patient. You know what I'm saying? All those other great things that fall under love in the Bible. So I believe that anxiety is an attack of the enemy. It is something to take your focus away. It is something for you to give up. It is something for you to give in. It is designed for you to lose your mind. I believe that it is just so many things that fall under that. There are some things that anxiety ain't going to go away by you breathing in a bag. Okay? Take some deep breath when you feel like you're hyperventilating, when you feel like you're shortness of breath. If God don't put that type of stuff on you. So imagine just saying when you're having a moment, Rebecca, okay, where you feel like you're about to have an anxiety attack, or imagine saying, the devil is a lie. God, you're able, more than able. There's not a problem that's too hard. Faithful, more than faithful. God made me. Just start just different parts of little songs. If you don't know the word, see, the enemy will make you think because you don't know the word, you don't know what to do. The devil is a lie again. After I've done all I can, instead of standing, I'm going to sit down. I know the song says stand, right? But no. After I've done all I can, I'm going to sit and watch the Lord see me through. You ran a race. All right? God shed his blood for what was right. He carried the cross through storm and rain. Because of Christ, now we can say we're conquerors. Do you know what that will do to you when you're going through? Tomorrow is a brand new day. All my sins have been washed. Yo, go sit down. And by his blood, I've been redeemed. Silver and gold, when you're going through and your finances ain't right. Silver and gold. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. No fame or fortune, no riches untold. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. Well, imagine having everything you want while you on earth, and when you die, you go to hell. He makes a way out of no way. He made a way when it looked as if it was over. You made a way. And it's only because you made a way. You move mountains. You cause walls to fall with your power. Perform miracles. There is nothing that's impossible. And I'm sitting here only because he made a way. You made. Imagine when you're going through. Do you understand me? Hear me when I'm telling you. Just different part. When my back was against the Lord, it's a disconnection. Notice they talking about today is the day, but I believe you made a way. Because my back is against the wall. And it looks like it's as if it's over. But I'm going to sit here. Because you move mountains. You cause walls to fall. It's your power. You perform miracles. There's nothing that's impossible. So I'm going to sit right here. Only because I know you're going to make a way. When I tell y'all, man, these past couple of months for me have been extremely tough. Extremely. But I have gained so much that I can say I'm grateful for it all. Thank you for it all. Good, bad, ugly, and small. It's a song for every trial. Thank you for it all. Play it over and over again. The good, bad, the ugly, and small. The times you didn't even, you just said, you know what? Finito. I quit. Yo, on the rise. Up. And you do that. Because every step forward counts. Even the little bitty ones. Owning the accountability that, yo, I stopped. I took a step. I didn't want to. The flesh is what don't want to. It ain't your spirit. The flesh is what wants to operate and what it wants to do, not your spirit. What is that? We don't fight against what is it? Principalities and strongholds. That is what it is that we fight against. We don't fight against flesh and blood. What is it? Principalities, strongholds. I don't know. Something my mama used to always tell me all the time, and a lot of our setbacks, honestly, are caused by who we sit next to. A lot of our setbacks are caused because of who we sit next to. Praise your way through, and it's time for walls to come down if you have faith in him. Absolutely. What's Ephesians 6:10-20? Somebody type that in for me. Hello, Mark Kilmore. Could somebody type that in for me? Let me ask. Hey, Siri. Show me Ephesians 6, verses 10-20. I'm on live, sister. Okay. All right. Thank you, Capri. That's what it is. Ephesians 6:12. Let me read that. Hold on. Because you move mountains, you cause walls to fall with your power. Hi, Lavonda. Okay, let's see. For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the cosmic powers over this present darkness, against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly places. We don't fight flesh and blood. We fight spirits and principalities in high places. All right. Okay. Hey, sister. So that's what I'm saying. Thank you. So Ephesians 6:12 says, somebody come on here now. Ephesians 6:12 tells you that. It tells us that's not. So I am learning that. But I also understand, and I ask God, like, yo, all right, I get it. I ain't fighting against flesh and blood, but you know, what you put right here. But it's also free will. So when I think about people and free will, like myself, free will is a flesh thing to me. And I'm going to tell you why I say it like that. I'm not trying to explain nobody else's situation. I'm just telling you that every step forward counts. And when you're fighting for a better you and fighting anxiety at the same time, it's possible. I don't know what it looks like for any of you. I'm only sharing what it looks like for me. Right? And in the hopes that what it looks like for me, maybe some people can relate and understand that, yo, Nikki is you know, I didn't seen her. I didn't seen her cut up. I didn't seen her sit down. I didn't seen her now. But I also know I hear her. Okay? I also know that's what I know that for a fact. I also know that ain't nobody putting a wool over my eyes to see the shift. So here's my free will. I have a choice, right? I have a choice to continue to move in the way that I have been moving or to move in a whole nother direction. It's as simple as saying, yes, Lord, I'm going to walk with you and really mean it. But I believe that at the same time as there are people that pray to God, there are people that pray to Satan. This is why I said in the beginning of this live, if you're in a space where you're trying to really move forward in a better you and working on you, and you going through all hell, every which way you could spell it, scramble it up, whatever the case may be. You cannot, and you're making small steps of progress. You really have to watch the people that you be around. You really have to watch the people that you talk to. You really have to watch the people that you entrust with some of the hardest things that you go through in your life. So imagine that. Imagine battling anxiety. Imagine holding some things that are very, very heavy. Imagine praying to God because you know him, because he done brought you through so many times, baby, you don't even know what to say anymore. Put on the full armor of God, Ephesians 6:10 and 17. All right. So now I'm in my full armor. And I'm still getting hit. And I keep going to my word. I may not be keep going to the word physically in the Bible, but remember, thank you for it all. The good, bad, the ugly, and the small. The times you made a way. And I'm standing here. I may be standing here trembling. But I'm saying, as soon as you stop giving yourself the gratitude that you're trying, as soon as you stop, you open up the floodgates of hell to come in like a roaring, I don't know what. Anxiety does not control me. I will control it. You hear me? So, Rebecca, you ask God to give you control over it. But I believe that when you ask him to give you control over it, he allows you to go through more of it. And I'm not a person trying to explain whether I'm sharing again what happening to me, right? Not trying to tell you nobody how to run their life, what to read, what not to read, where to go, none of that. I'm sharing me, okay? If you don't have consistency, I look at my spiritual growth. I look at my closeness, getting my closeness that I am achieving with God. I look at it like I just came out of treatment and I got to be around my sponsors. That's how I look at it. Okay. I've gotten past the walking past the liquor store or walking past the hood. I've gotten past the urge to step in and get me something. But there was a time when I didn't. And I didn't have the proper sponsors in my life. There was a shortage on sponsors. There was a shortage on sponsors. And then the ones that was out there, I didn't leave treatment knowing that they was my sponsor. See, when you leave treatment, you get assigned a sponsor. Huh? Ain't that what happened? I used to work in a treatment facility. They let you know, okay, you finna get up out of here. This the halfway house you're gonna go to, or you going to your own home. They done blessed you and helped you get. And this is your sponsor. Your sponsor gonna come. You might even have a caseworker if you just got your children back. And now here go your caseworker, here go your sponsor. The sponsor's supposed to be there morning, noon, night. You supposed to be able to, when you feel like you want to hit a bump, a drink, or whatever that you are battling and will battle for the rest of your life, what you are battling, you should be able to pick up the phone and talk to them. So I believe for me at the time, it was a shortage on sponsors, right? And on top of it being a shortage on sponsors, I didn't believe that God would put somebody in my life that would really unapologetically not be a wuss nor a punk. I didn't believe that God had somebody like that for me, right? So for me, I'm out of treatment, and I'm just not. I could walk down the block and not go in the liquor store, or I could go in the liquor store and buy me an orange juice and not buy me no Patron, or I could walk past the hood and not want to walk in the trap house and see who in there, what they got. Don't you know that matters? Don't you know that if you don't have anyone in your corner to celebrate the small things, how easy it is for you to go back? So at that time in my life, you couldn't tell me that, like if God ain't, if you ain't walk out of this with me, you ain't talking to me. You hear me? And when you're moving in your way and what you want to do, you make excuses. God ain't sent them person to me. How do you know? Did you ask? Did you go to him and say something? Or am I too wrapped up in what I want to do that I ain't even took the time to see if little old me actually has someone assigned to me that will stand in the gap for me, that will go to war for me in the spirit, okay? That ain't gonna be shame of me, that will hear snares and things like that and speak up for me, that might see me wandering one day down the block and I look like I'm finna turn, bust a quick right and go in the trap and gonna grab me up. Get on away from around there. Girl, get on away from around there. I didn't believe that I had that. You guys, I'm gonna have to end this. I love y'all on purpose. I may come back, but I'm gonna have to end this. Every step forward counts. I love y'all.